We are at the semi-final stage at the World Simulation Football Classic. Four federations remain. Only two can play in the final to determine the WSFC champion. Hello, everyone. I am Metafiction, and it has been an absolutely enthralling tournament thus far. A lot of classic matches, a lot of goals from all of the teams involved. Now we are down to the final four, the four teams, two of which will make the finals, and one of which will be your WSFC champion. The first semifinal will be Central America Caribbean versus West Africa. And then shortly after that, Benelux will take on the Pyrenees. It's a Group A versus Group D showdown in both semifinals. Central America and Pyrenees from Group D, and West Africa and Benelux, of course, from Group A. It could be that the final will be contested from teams from the same group. Certainly some intriguing storylines there if that does happen. But we move first to our first semifinal. Central America Caribbean coming out in their 4-2-2-2, I suppose you could call it. West Africa with their hybrid wingback formation, JQ playing the holding midfielder / center back role there. Both teams looking very impressive in the knockouts so far. Only one can advance to the final. We are underway. West Africa have gotten us kicked off here. Boye, Maldonado sending him across, headed down, and Von Bismarck able to stop it. CAC still with possession though. Nunez into the box and Q sending it clear. West Africa with that very potent attack that was on display throughout the group stage and in the quarterfinals. As that cross gathered by Aguilera. Well, CAC with a more rounded approach, though capable of putting up a lot of goals. But here is the through ball to Bailey Deali. Bailey Deali puts CAC in the lead. Well, I just said they're capable of scoring goals, and they've just done so there. It was a great through ball by Munoz. Deali getting onto the end of it. Von Bismarck caught out. Deali putting it past the keeper and into the net. Perfectly timed from Deali, just slipping past Ali Dia in central defense. CAC opened the scoring here right on 15 minutes. CAC winning the ball here at the end, able to mop it up. Schweinsteiger, though, losing out, but that pass cut out by Momo Adama. Selic. Pass for Dien found Wagner. Deali ultimately forced back. Fighting for possession. It looks like West Africa have it now. Dien crossing. Justinison forces a corner. A good save by Aguilera. And Momo Adamu will deliver this set piece. Aguilera able to hold on to it. And so the threat abating for now. And Central America, part of the Union of Central and South America team that won the first WSFC, is that corner headed out but falls to Bailey. America's victorious over Asiania in the first edition of the WSFC. So that pedigree could be seeing them through here. West Africa will be pushing for an equalizer. But CAC looking in control for the moment. Although they do lose possession here. Schweinsteiger trying to pass forward, but Wagner able to get the foot in. Now it's a long ball up the field. Munoz through to Boyer. Boyer! And a good save from von Bismarck under a lot of pressure. CAC with another corner kick. They've been on the front foot for most of this match. Bailey takes it past Q, puts the cross in, but von Bismarck equal to it. Ball over the top for Justinissen. Trying to pass inside, but Wagner again with the interception. Headed forward though, Bohum. And snagged by Aguilera. West Africa have had their chances, but haven't really had a really standout opportunity just yet. Although this could be one. Selic dribbling through the defense, level with the back line and wins the corner. Another diving save from Aguilera. Some very strong goalkeeping there. Aguilera holds on. Diaz sending it up the far wing for Bohum. Now here comes Urkel, chased by Munoz. Urkel puts in the cross, and Justinissen doesn't get enough velocity behind the header. West Africa starting to wake up here. They are down a goal, but looking to manufacture a little bit more pressure in the attacking third. Here comes Dia up that far flank. Urkel lays it off to Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger from the edge of the area, and that goes wide. Aguilera had it covered in any case, with the shot off target. And so at halftime, Central America Caribbean holds a 1-0 advantage over West Africa. CAC with more of the chances early on, but West Africa is starting to get into the rhythm of the match later on in that first half. They do currently lead on XG by about 0.09. West Africa certainly have had more shots, but not entirely as high quality as CAC's have been. Still, that's a lot of pressure being manufactured by West Africa. They're starting to really get some shots in on the goal. Remains to be seen whether that will translate to an end product or whether CAC can hold firm. Aguilera doing very well in goal so far. Remember, a berth in the World Simulation Football Classic final is on the line here. No subs for either team as we begin the second half. It's CAC who's gotten us started, and Munoz forced out wide to the near flank. Trying to find Deali in behind, but Dia alive to it. Deanne forward to Justinissen. Justinissen with the through ball, and that shot from Selic forces another save out of Aguilera. Adamu sending it out to Schweinsteiger, and Schweinsteiger with an ambitious effort off the volley, but that one ended up in the crowd. West Africa taking initiative in this second half. With that ball over the top for Deali. Deali cuts inside, off the post, rebound, and Bismarck with the save. What a passage of play that was for CAC. Very nearly a second. Ball comes in from the corner, headed up. Nunez, and it's scrambled behind for another corner, but CAC ruled offside. That was so nearly disaster for West Africa. Bailey Deali just missing the finish. Now here comes Justinissen inside to Selic, who wins the corner off of Tyson Nunez. Either side letting up off the gas as Adamu sends in that corner kick, and Aguilera with another save and another corner for West Africa. This time it's Farah to send it in. That one with a lot more velocity, and Momo Adamu. Well, he put in most of the corners today. This time he let someone else do it. And maybe that was the secret. Adamu with a great finish. It bounced in off the post from the header. And Momo Adamu has leveled it for West Africa. And now here's a corner kick for CAC at the other end. Nunez sends it in. It falls to Bailey. Bailey blocked by Schweinsteiger. And West Africa winning the free kick there. Well, a great set-piece chance, bringing West Africa back into this match. It is anybody's guess which team will advance. Selic sends it back to Urkel. Urkel over the top, finding Adamu on the wing. Adamu puts in the cross, headed clear. Diane trying to square it. Bohum back to Adamu, and it's another corner kick. Momo Adamu to deliver. Might be better suited to finishing corners rather than sending them in. Puts the corner into the box, and it's headed clear by Donnarumma for CAC. Deep throw for CAC now. Cross comes in, and that one headed wide. Time at a premium here. It is all square at 1-1. Farah sending it the corner kick. Had great success with the last one. Sending it far post again, this time headed up into the air. And cleared by Nunez. Q taking it in midfield. Now here's Dia, dribbling it out of defense. Finds Diane. Inside to Justinissen, who shoots wide. A tense matchup worthy of a semi-final as Deali sends in this free kick. It's headed away and Justinissen gets onto the end of it. Schweinsteiger to Urkel. Urkel now dribbling through midfield. West Africa on the attack here. Adamu. Bohum. Back into Urkel, and it's a save. Aguilera ever present in goal for CAC today. As another corner kick coming in from Farah Diab. Center of the area, and Aguilera holds on. Diane will try again here. And once again, headed away. Schweinsteiger getting onto the loose ball. Diane, back to Dia. Maintaining pressure. Here's Adamu. Now sending it back to Sami Zerhouni. CAC forcing West Africa back, but only for the moment as Adamu finds Diane. Diane trying to get around Maldonado, but can't. And that one rebuffed, but only as far as Dia. Makes a dribble into the box, and it's in! Ali Dia has put West Africa in the lead, very unexpectedly. Well, that shot was right at Aguilera. It looked like Aguilera had it covered, but ended up pushing it back into his own net. There you see it. It just takes an awkward deflection off of the hand of Aguilera, and it tucks inside the post. An unfortunate turn of events for Aguilera and for CAC. Aguilera had been doing very well in goal. How will CAC respond? With less than 5 to play, Nunez stands over the corner kick. Headed in, and it's Jake Bradford! Well, you had to expect Jake Bradford would weigh in with a goal at some point in the proceedings. And what a time to do it. It's a well-delivered corner. It's right at Von Bismarck, who similarly to Aguilera has deflected it back into the net, but take nothing away from the finish by Jake Bradford. And it is 2-2 with very little time remaining. Unless one team or the other can score something in the dying minutes, extra time may be beckoning. Would be the first knockout tie to go to extra time as that ball crossed in. Finds nobody, only Deanne. Schweinsteiger now making a run up that far flank. Less than 2 minutes to go. Urkel tries to get around Munoz and does. Shoots, far post, Steven Urkel. Swings and roundabouts here at the WSFC. West Africa pulling ahead with less than 90 seconds to play. It's a great finish from a tight angle for Steven Urkel. And is that the goal that punches West Africa's ticket to the final? 4 minutes of added time, mostly elapsed here as Adamu sends in this corner kick. In no hurry to do so, but floats it in now. Headed up and sent away. Schweinsteiger dribbles into the box, squares it. Justinissen finishes it. And that will be game, set, and match for West Africa. With 2 goals to the good and less than a minute left on the clock, that has to be it, surely. A valiant effort from CAC, but they're going to come up just short here. Ball coming forward again, dealt with by CAC. Trying to work something up this near flank. Sending it a bit too long. And half of the final is set. West Africa victorious over Central America Caribbean, 4-2. Bailey Deali opening the scoring for CAC, but it was Momo Adamu who leveled in the second half. Jake Bradford scoring a vital equalizer at the time for CAC. Ultimately, though, it wasn't to be. Ali Dia, Momo Adamu, Steven Urkel, and Tater Justinissen, the scorers for West Africa, but it's Miro Schweinsteiger with 2 assists, who is your player of the match. A great performance by both sides, an amazing match in general, and it is West Africa victorious on this occasion. And so we know one of the teams that will be playing for the WSFC Championship, and that is West Africa. Now on to the second and final semi-final, where Benelux will take on the Pyrenees, with a date with West Africa in the final up for grabs. Benelux, of course, sharing Group A with West Africa, the 2 teams qualifying from that group. Meanwhile, Pyrenees still carrying the flag for Group D after Central America's elimination. Both teams really impressing thus far in this tournament with some very exciting scorelines, some strong play all around. It's anybody's guess as to how this will end up. So Benelux coming out with a 4-2-4. Ball and Miedema in midfield. And the Pyrenees set up in a 4-2-3-1 with Rubio up top, Gagne and Lightning the holding midfielders. Both of these sides capable of putting a lot of goals past their opponents. Defense might be in short supply in this one, but that is how we like it here. Is Gagne intercepting that pass immediately. Lightning. Bonito trying to find the final ball to Rubio, but cut out by that defense. The danger player, of course, for Benelux, Jean-Claude Goddamn, up top, next to Nerve de Groot. Both strikers certainly capable of providing an attacking threat, but goddamn, one of the top scorers in the SSL of all time, if I'm not mistaken, is Vandersloot through to Jean-Claude Goddamn, and as soon as I mention him, Jean-Claude Goddamn, pending VAR, has put Benelux in the lead. They're reviewing it upstairs, and the goal is awarded. As if sensing his name had been mentioned, Jean-Claude Goddamn, once again with a moment of quality. Calvin Ball, well beaten by that shot. And we'll look at the replay again. Goddamn, ducking back onside and making the perfectly timed run past Peixoto. And with the first shot on target of the match, Benelux up 1-0. Petrea. Vandersloot trying to dribble past Harrison, but cannot. Miedema, though, with it. Furious Chicken trying to dribble around Fry. It's back to Chicken at the side of the box. Miedema trying to pass in, but can't quite get there. Pressure maintained by Benelux. Van Gerritsen trying to dribble around Lightning and does win the corner. Benelux with a leg up going into this match now. Going into the rest of this match, rather, as the corner kick comes in. And the header battle results in a goal kick. That early goal will have settled the Benelux nerves. Could be a huge difference maker. Pyrenees, though, certainly capable of coming back. With that cross into the box, Mulder, and Ball denies Mulder with a great save. Getting a hand in the way just in the nick of time, but Rochefort Cotswold has gone down here for the Pyrenees. And that is a huge loss. Cotswold, one of the young stars of the SSL. Such an important member of this Pyrenees defense. Harrison, though, comes forward, and the long shot goes wide. But you hate to see a really good player taken out by injury like that. But that is the reality Pyrenees now face. Down a goal and down one of their more exciting players as we go into the half. It is Grueria Strongine that has made their way onto the pitch in place of Cotswold. And we'll tell what effect that will have on Pyrenees' morale. Will it galvanize them or will it break them? For the moment, meanwhile, Benelux in control of the match. Not a lot of shots. Only the one goal so far. 5 shots total for Benelux compared to 1 of the Pyrenees. Well, the only stat that really matters are the goals. And Benelux will be well pleased to go into the break with an advantage in that regard. How will that injury to Cotswold have affected Pyrenees' halftime strategy? Will they still be able to make adjustments to potentially get back into this match? And will Benelux be able to maintain their lead? Pelletier making their way onto the pitch ahead of Fry. The only change there for Pyrenees. Peixoto sends it in, and right from kickoff, Julian Rubio might have just equalized. Well, they're looking at it in VAR, but it won't stand. A potentially huge moment wiped out. And it's very close. Rubio just inches offside, if that. An unfortunate turn of events for Pyrenees. That could have been a huge moment in this match. But that equalizer denied by VAR. Now Chicken with the corner for Benelux. And that one's headed over the bar by Jean-Claude Goddamn, who already has one on the day. Corner kick, Lightning delivers. Passed on, Pelletier blocked by De Groot. Well, it's been a couple of bad breaks here for the Pyrenees. First the injury to Cotswold, and then that goal being chalked off. When does the doubt start to creep in, then it might just not be your day. Less than 30 to play, and Benelux coming forward. Van Gerritsen gets around Bonito, but Cormier able to send it away. Sent back up the pitch by Pedrillo. It's a foot race, and Hefeweizen gets to it first. Labamba ball, spraying it out wide. Curious Chicken getting onto it and making a run up the near wing. Crosses in. Jean-Claude Goddamn does it again. Well, he's one of the best in the league, and that is a clear example of why. A great run by Jean-Claude Goddamn. Facilitated, of course, by an incredible delivery from Curious Chicken. Goddamn in the perfect amount of space between Peixoto and Cormier. And Benelux now with a 2-goal lead. Pyrenees, who have not had a shot on target yet, find it going from bad to worse. Still with time to make it up, though, as they come forward again. Out to Brera Strongine. Now here's Bonito. Van Gerritsen with the tackle. Clean, says the referee. And sending it up that far side. Rubio can't quite bring it into control, but here come Pyrenees now. At least for the moment. And now it's Benelux's turn to run up the pitch. De Groot puts in the cross, and goddamn, looking for that hat trick. The header had some velocity behind it, but not the aim needed. Goddamn takes the free kick, and ball gets over in time to stop it from going in. Well, as things stand, it would be a Group A showdown in the WSFC final. West Africa and Benelux, both qualifying from Group A, could potentially meet again in the final. Here's De Groot over the top, squares it, goddamn, lurking again. Miedema has a shot. Gagne blocks it. Now Rubio loses out to Hefeweizen, but gets it back. And that move fades away. Now Furious Chicken to deliver the corner kick here. Vandersloot heads off the frame of the goal. A near miss for Benelux here. They're already 2 up. But you can never have enough goals. Hefeweizen now sending it all the way back to Monsieur in goal. Petrea avoids the pressure of Rubio. And that's a diving challenge there. Referee is going over, and it's a red card for Ben Harrison. When it rains, it pours for the Pyrenees. They've already had an injury. They had a goal chalked off, and now a red card. If you're a believer in signs from the universe, this must be one of them. Chicken delivers the free kick, headed down. Ball just able to palm it onto the bar. The Pyrenees facing even longer odds now. Sending off, leaving them very exposed up that left flank. Time ticking down. Pyrenees running out of options here. It's a deep throw for Brera Strongine. Crosses in, and the shot there from Pelletier goes wide. Losing both their fullbacks, taking a lot of pep out of that Pyrenees attack. And now Chicken with the corner kick for Benelux. Headed away, but Molter gets to it. And Chicken! And that surely ices it! Well, the corner didn't quite go to plan, but they had a plan B, and plan B's name was Furious Chicken. An insurance goal if they needed it. Chicken sending in that corner kick, looking to make it 4, but ultimately sent clear. Mulder with the cross, headed away, and Gerritsen mopping up. And the final matchup is set. Benelux with a 3-0 win over the Pyrenees. A strong performance from Benelux to seal their fate in the final, where they will face West Africa, their Group A rivals. Two goals from Jean-Claude Goddam, and a third from Furious Chicken, who is your player of the match with that goal and an assist. A great performance all around from Benelux, who have been very impressive throughout this tournament. Pyrenees, meanwhile, had a wonderful showing at this World Simulation Football Classic, but in this semi-final match, the hits just kept coming. The injury to Cotswold, the denied goal from BAR, and Ben Harrison being sent off late on. It was just too much for them to be able to recover from. They can hold their heads high for how they performed in this tournament, but their run ends here in the semifinal at the hands of Benelux. And the finals are set. 16 teams whittled down to just 2. The best and brightest of the World Simulation Football Classic field. We have finally found the 2 that will contest the final match to determine which federation is best in the world. You see there the results. West Africa 4, Central America Caribbean 2, Benelux 3, Pyrenees 0. And you see the path they took to get here. West Africa beating Oceania and CAC, Benelux besting Eurasia and the Alps and the Pyrenees. It's going to be an absolutely incredible final, and we can't wait to show it to you this Sunday. We hope you'll join us then for the live streamed WSFC final. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, this has been Metafiction. Take care.